What's going on, guys? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3. Long face, skinny body. Alright, guys, this is probably going to be like one of the quickest videos I ever made because Boruto episode 81, I'm not going to hate on it. It was a good episode. It was okay episode, but it's like it was one of those episodes where I mistakenly wasn't able to, upload this review on the day that the episode dropped. And the day after, I even thought to myself, did I even watch the episode? So, like, that's kind of how, like, I view that episode, like, important-wise. It was really, like, I'm talking back in, like, Chocho arc level, kind of boring. But I ain't really going to bash it down like that. It had a couple of cool moments. That nostalgic soundtrack, when freaking Inojin had his solo moment with the Akuta and basically them bonding, him teaching the Akuta right from wrong, friends and foes and shit like that, and he's just learning about it. So it was pretty cool. That soundtrack was played back in the OG Naruto series, back when not much important shit was going on. So that was pretty interesting. For the main part, where we got Boruto finally waking up, and well, before he even wakes up, he's in like the middle of this weird dream where he's just with Mitsuki and everybody else. And he basically has like slight amnesia because he can't remember anything. He just feels like, oh, everybody's back at the village and he got Mitsuki back. My man's Garaga was playing mind games on Boruto the whole time. But what I peeped was, honestly, I feel like if Garaga really wanted to eat Boruto, he would have been done so. Because if you think about it, Sasuke, I'm gonna go on a little rabbit trail here. Sasuke was able to summon Iota in like the summon in the Fourth Great War, right? And Iota was actually able to hold his own and keep up and do what he had to do in the three-way deadlock. And when we got introduced to Garaga, it was said that, Garaga was like the most fiercest and ruthless snake in the cave. And he was really putting the pieces on Iota. So when you think about it, I'm like, this guy Garaga really is not able to kill or eat Boruto, who's a freaking genin on his own. Something has to be wrong. And I really just, obviously, other than plot reasons, I really just believe like, nah, this dude Garaga, low key, he wants to stay as Boruto summoning. I feel like he sees something in Boruto that's interesting because, Boruto is very hard-headed where he keeps on saying like, no, Mitsuki's gonna come back, or like, Mitsuki didn't betray us. No way Mitsuki will leave without his will, or like, and shit like that. And he finds out that Mitsuki actually did leave and he wants to leave. Even after he confronted Mitsuki still wants to leave. So now Boruto was proven wrong in that aspect. So now it's not, and now he's just like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm going to just force him to come back then. So that's, at the end of the day, that's Boruto's mindset right there. You see the similarities with him and Naruto. Naruto, like, yo, he went back in part 1 when he told Sasuke, I'm going to break every bone in your body and drag your ass by the hair and everything. So he didn't say all that, but he did say he going to break these niggas' bones and just pull him back to the village. And Boruto's kind of along the same line, telling like, yo, if he has to kick Mitsuki's ass, then that's what he's going to have to do. One of the interesting things I got to like really understood in this episode, which is actually pretty good, but not for like the episode itself, but for the future, is how everybody is realizing how weak they are or how inferior they are. Because like at the end of the day, this is peace times and niggas ain't really boxing like that. So when it's not really required for ninjas to just fight. There's other options to go after you get into school and things like that. And we get to see, like when Inojin's with Chocho surveilling the area, Chocho mentions how he's feeling like on edge and he's too like scary basically. And you can see in Chocho's face like his nervousness is making her nervous. And Inojin admits that he can't help to be nervous because like these niggas has been getting their ass whooped the last like 3 to 4 episodes and they ain't been able to do nothing but run. The only time they was in a fair and equal fight was when them niggas was fighting Boruto and Sarada a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even serious. So my man Inojin is shook by the fact that like, all right, these Jonin gotten taken out, and these Akutas are strong, and their enemies that they face is strong. They almost got killed by Kokyoku, so like that shit's on Inojin's mind. Even Sarada was looking shook throughout the episode, saying like there's really nothing they can do now. They have to go back to the Hidden Leaf Village, and that's what everybody's really thinking about. Should they go back or should they pursue? And my man Shikadai always gonna come through in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? He's always thinking 8 steps ahead. He's letting them know like I'm trying to do what Boruto does, but at the same time, Shikadai felt like it was best for them to continue on. And obviously, like, we knew as soon as Boruto was waking up, it was on sight. If you was going with him or not, he would have been going to the Hidden Stone Village by himself, regardless if Sarada and everybody else would accompany him. But Boruto got that charismatic personality about him, so everybody's just following this nigga. So the episode really emphasized how inferior they are. We're gonna get deeper into Onoki's connections with Lord Ku, and I'm excited to see how that plays out. A lot of people are speculating that he's possibly Onoki's grandson, Lord Ku is, and Onoki's put in between a place and a hard rock with choosing, because this nigga Lord Ku done pit Kuroshichi up in some cells and shit, and we know that Onoki cares deeply for her, and obviously Kuroshichi has been there to been checking up on Onoki when he's been in and out of hospital. This nigga is old as old itself, so there's that going on, and I want to see basically what connection does Onoki have with Lord Ku, and if there is any, how could he not have known that this nigga is been basically building a mass army of Jonin killers, straight up killers, because we know that Hidden Leaf is probably, if not probably, definitely is the strongest village in the Naruto verse. But I'm gonna stick with saying probably one of the strongest villages in the Naruto verse. First, you know what? I'm gonna just scratch that. They are the strongest. They got my man's Naruto and Sasuke, so they're the strongest village. And we got these Akutas taking out Jonins from the strongest village. So what I'm saying? Basically, if you pull out regular Jonin from the Hidden Cloud, the Hidden Mist, and the Hidden Sand, them niggas are gonna get bodied as well. It's to be expected. So these Hakutas ain't nothing to be playing around with. But I'm very excited for, the climax of this whole little Mitsuki arc. It kind of took a turn that I really wasn't expecting. They're including Onoki heavy into this story with his, connection somehow with Lord Ku. There's still one thing that needs to be pointed out, and it is really who's going to be the main villain or the main protagonist in this little mini arc. In the opening, we get to see this little tail beast creature made out of crystals or some weird clear thing like diamonds or something, or quartz or something. So we still get to see we still have to get to see that. I'm pretty sure whoever that is, a lot of people speculate that it's probably Seki. I feel like Seki is going to be one. He was introduced as I feel Kokyoku was actually introduced as one of the more important members of this whole little Lord Ku group or whatever they're called. But as the episodes kept on going and progressing, they started to show more focus on Seki and basically his sickness and basically his curiosity for the human world and human nature. And I feel like they could build a whole lot off of that, But really, other than that, episode 81 didn't really give us that much insight other than basically to expect that these kids, after all this is over, they're going to have to get stronger. I'm pretty sure they have to have realized that by now. And definitely Boruto and Garaga's relationship is going to be lit. My man's Garaga, low key, he wants to stay as Boruto Summoner. I've already said that. When he was telling Boruto, basically gave him a good ass life lesson. I would say probably this little 5-minute scene with Boruto and Garaga was probably the best part throughout the entire episode. When Garaga's basically telling Boruto, who's actually spitting some real game on him, yo, you can't always run away, or you got to learn to accept your feelings. You can't run away from them or hide them, or basically just try to make everything feel like it's good. You got to face reality and shit. That's basically at the end of the day what Garaga was telling Boruto. And right when he was about to eat him, he looked in Boruto's eyes, and it's something I feel like Garaga just noticed something I feel like he just feels like there's something special about Boruto that he just has to stick around to see how shit is gonna go down in this nigga's path and his future. But I definitely see they're gonna have a good ass summoning and summoner relationship. They probably will be pretty good, closest best friends and shit like that, which is kind of hard to believe, with Garaga being how Garaga is. But, if this, like I said before, if he really wanted to eat Boruto, he would have been March Neff head off a long time ago. So we definitely going to be able to see how Boruto and Garaga are going to build off of that. And Boruto has a lot to be grateful to Garaga for, because honestly, I feel like Boruto's character has just had another slight awakening or character development moment, whereas he has to learn to be more mature in situations like these, whereas everything isn't always going to go as planned despite your determination and will to do just as, but you're going to have to learn to face that fact and go about it and figure out some way or if the situation calls for it, just like to accept the situation. So that's somewhere along the lines where Boruto was learning this episode. I'm very excited for episode 82 next week. See these guys infiltrate into the Hidden Stone Village. I did lie to you guys. This video probably wasn't one of my quickest. I got caught up talking, but still, fairly quick video. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, Boruto episode 81 review. Long face, skinny body. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. If y'all new to this channel, just watching this video, hit the subscription button below. Click the bell. Comment. Drop a like. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3, long face, skinny body. Black Uchiha out.